Hey everybody, I got an email from a reader who wanted to know what my thoughts are on NIO stock. If you're unfamiliar, NIO is a Chinese EV maker, and while it does make some pretty cool cars, as an investor I'm not much of a fan. Last year, just between April and June, the company lost $835 million. And prior to that, in 2020, when the company almost ran out of cash, a state-owned investment fund ponied up $1 billion to acquire 24% of the company. And then that was then followed by the state-owned China Construction Bank that handed the company a $1.6 billion line of credit. Today, NIO stock trades for around $5.50 a share, far cry from its high of nearly $62 back in 2021. Now, this doesn't mean NIO is done for. In fact, with the government's help, the company continues to survive. But I've always been a bit hesitant to invest in Chinese car companies. I just don't know how to properly value these Chinese car stocks because their valuations are so closely tied to government support. Indeed, there's some level of that in the US too with tax credits, but it's nothing compared to that which keeps China's EV industry alive. Now, some of these stocks have done well, some have not, but overall, the concern is what happens to these stocks if China pulls the plug on its support. I used to ask that question quite a bit, but these days I believe it's highly unlikely that this will happen anytime soon, at least not anytime before the end of the decade. So maybe it's not a bad idea to start sniffing around for some bargain Chinese EV stocks, although I don't believe NIO stock is one to pursue at the moment. Its revenue growth is still coming up short compared to its competitors in the China market. And if it weren't for a recent $2.2 billion investment from CYVN Holdings, which is controlled by the government of Abu Dhabi, I'm not sure it would have enough cash to get through another year. So I should point out the stock did soar about 18% following the announcement of that $2.2 billion investment, hitting $9.43 a share. Those who jumped in for a quick trade did well. Those who thought this was the beginning of something much bigger are now sitting on double-digit losses. And I suspect this is the future for those who want to invest in NIO stock. Bottom line, it's risky as hell, and unless you're willing to monitor it throughout the day and run some quick trades on it, it's really not worth your time.